It's fajita time! Hi everyone, I'm Rockin' Robin from cookingmexicanrecipes.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make my steak fajita recipe. Now we're going to serve this up with some grilled bell peppers and onions, and we're going to top it off with guacamole and sour cream. Alright, so let's go over our ingredients. Now we're going to be needing some skirt steak. That's what I have here today. You can also use a flank steak. I like using the skirt steak better though because it has more marbling and it'll be a little bit more tender. We'll need some, I have some lime juice here, fresh lime juice, some minced garlic, that's fresh, and we'll need a bottle of beer. I'm using Corona today. This is some brown sugar, chili pepper. This here is oregano leaves, ground cumin, diced up jalapenos, diced up green onions. We'll need a little salt, and we'll need some olive oil and some fresh chopped up cilantro. Now all of those ingredients are going to go into my marinade. Now in addition to that, you're also going to need some shredded cheese for garnish, sour cream, and here I made some homemade guacamole. And I also want to serve this up with some grilled bell peppers and onions, and of course we'll need some corn tortillas. Alright, so the first thing we want to do is marinate our meat because we want to marinate this for at least 6 hours in the refrigerator, or you could do it overnight. Okay, let's get started. So I have my big dish here, and I'm just going to go ahead and start pouring in the ingredients. I'm going to pour in my beer, and then we're just going to basically add all of these. The lemon, I have the lime juice, oops, the garlic, and what I want to do here is mix everything up with my whisk. Brown sugar, we'll add the chili powder, oregano, cumin. We have lots of good stuff going into this. Our onions, jalapenos, I'll put those over here. I'm going to sprinkle the salt in there. Come on out of there. And the oil. And the cilantro. Whoops. So I'm going to go ahead and just mix all this up. And I'm going to coat the meat with it. I'm going to cover this and pop it in the fridge. And I'm going to rotate it every once in a while, just so that the meat is covered completely. All right, so we're back outside at the barbecue, and my skirt steak has been marinating overnight, and so now I'm ready to put it all together. So we're going to cook our onions and our bell peppers first. So I've got my pan heating up over here. I'm going to add some olive oil to it. And I'm just going to toss in onions and bell peppers. I want to toss these around a little bit in the oil, and I'm going to add a little bit of salt, not too much, just a little bit, bring out some flavor. Oopsie. The onions and bell peppers have been cooking up nicely. You can see the onions are turning a nice golden brown. Everything's softening up. I like cooking it in a cast iron pan because once I turn this off, that cast iron is going to keep these onions and bell peppers nice and warm. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. That looks good for me. And I'm just going to set this aside. So now I'm ready to start barbecuing the skirt steak. I've got my barbecue on pretty high. I oiled down the grates just a little bit with some olive oil so that the meat won't stick. And we've got our meat here. It's been marinating overnight, like I said. So I'm going to lift it up. Let's bring this over. I'm going to drain off most of the juice so it doesn't flare up. And I'm just going to lay that on. All right, it's only going to take about 2 minutes per side to cook this. We want to not overcook it. I want to keep it medium rare, let's say. So I'm going to go ahead and just wait for that. You can leave the lid open or you can cover it, either way. All right, so it's been about 3 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and turn this over. You can see the grill marks on there. And we'll cook that another couple minutes. All right, so we're ready to take this off. We want to put this on a clean plate so we don't cross-contaminate, and we're going to let this sit for about 6 minutes, 6 or 8 minutes, to let the juices redistribute before we cut it. Okay, the meat's been resting now for about 5 minutes, and I'm going to pull it over to my cutting board, and we're going to cut this up. It's important that you cut this kind of meat on an angle. The grain is running from in this direction here, like my knife is pointing. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut it in about 3 pieces. You don't have to do this, you could just start cutting it at an angle, but we're going to cut it at a right angle to that grain. So I'm going to take it this way and I'm going to cut it. Oh man, it's nice and tender. Look at that. That is perfect. Nice and juicy, smells incredible. All right. Now you want to cut it against the grain like this so that the meat is easy to chew. So this one here, I'm going to cut in this direction. That's really perfect. Nice, medium rare. And you can see I'm slightly turning my knife at an angle as well. I have my tortillas heated up. I've got some corn tortillas in here in my tortilla oven. I love this thing because you can put a stack in there, put it in the microwave for a minute, and it keeps everything nice and hot. All right, so we're going to pull one of these out, or pull a couple of these out, lay them on your plate. I'll lay a couple there. Keep these guys inside to stay nice and warm. And I'm going to lay on some meat. This is delicious. Oh my goodness. And then I'm going to add some of those grilled onions and bell peppers. Look at that. Awesome. And then I made some homemade guacamole right here that I have a video for. So I'll leave a link for you in the bottom in the description of this video. My cameraman is drooling, I think, over this food. Put a little sour cream on there, and then we'll top it up with some grated cheese. All right, there you go. Look at that. Incredible, huh? That looks so delicious. I can't wait to take a bite. All right, I'm going to try and take a bite out of this. It's going to be a little messy, but bear with me. Oh my goodness. That is delicious. Those grilled onions and bell peppers add to that meat, the marinade. It's delicious. You got to try this. Super. All right. Thanks for watching. Be sure and subscribe to my channel by clicking that link right up there so you don't miss any new videos coming out, and leave me a comment. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video. Come back.